Hey guys, it's Carl Brown from GL365 Academy. Today we're going to look at the intro solo for Pink Floyd's Coming Back to Life. This is one of my favorite David Gilmour solos, so if you guys haven't heard that, I know it's on the most recent Pink Floyd album. Well, wait a minute, they're getting ready to come out with a new one, but it's on the Division Bell, so some Pink Floyd fans don't like listening to anything that late in the Pink Floyd catalog, but I highly recommend checking that one out. This is one of the coolest solos he's ever done. So anyway, let's take a look at it here. We're in standard tuning. We've got a nice one of those echoey clean tones on. We have a lot of bending to deal with. So we're going to on the neck pickup, and we're going to start with the 5th fret here twice on the D string. And then you're going to pick the 7th fret on the G string. And you're going to bend it up a whole step, nice and slow. Now when he gets it up to that point, he uses his tremolo bar to just kind of vibrato bar or what have you, just to kind of pull the pitch up a little bit more, and then he brings it back down and then bends it back up in the fret hand. So my strat is not set up to be able to pull back the pitch, but that's what he does. You can do it just with your fingers though, just by going, you get it into pitch, and you bend it another half step, bring it back down, then back up a whole step to where you were initially. You might want to pick it, just kind of keep it going if you don't have enough reverb or compression on your tone. Then from there we have this. So that next lick was, so that's just that 5th fret on the D, 5-7 on the G, whole step bend, then 2 hits on the 5th fret again on the D string. Next phrase. Alright, so that's 7th fret on the D, then 5-7 on the G. Now you do a pre-bend of a whole step. Pull off the 5 to 7 on the D, back to that 5 on the G. Then a quick pull off from 7 to 5. So all together. Alright, from there we have this. Alright, so that one's cool. So we have a whole step in, the 7th fret on the G. That's 7, 5, slide down to 4, then slide back 5 to 7. Alright, now this little, now that's 5-4, you're going to pick these notes, 5-4 on the G, 7 on the D, back to 5 on the G. Now back to that 7 on the D, and then to 4 on the G. Alright, now you're going to do a quick slide from 5 to 7 on the D, and pick 5 again. So then you're going to really quick do a slide from 6 down to 5 on the A string, and pull off to 3. Then you play 5 on the low E, 5 on the A string, then back to the 5 on the low E, then 3 on the A string. Alright, next phrase. that's the 12th on the G, hit twice. Whole step bend at the 15th fret on the B. All right, then we have, so that's 12 on the G, 13 on the B, 15 on the B, then the whole step bend again. And you end that phrase there with the two on the G string, 12th fret twice. So all together again. All right, then we have this lick. All right, so that one's pretty cool. So we have you sliding from 12 to 14 with your second finger. Then 13th fret on the B. All right, I'm just getting it in my hands here. So we have the 13th fret on the B string, do a whole step bend to the 15th fret on the B. Then 13 on the B, then 15, then 14 on the G. One more time. Then back to the 13, and then 15, whole step bend and release. That's kind of a pre-bend there. Pull off to 13, and into that 14 on the G. So I'm going to play that lick really slow. One more time. All right, next phrase. All right, so we have a rake across, pretty much going to do a bar across the 5th fret on the first 3 strings. Just kind of rake across those notes. Then you're going to really hear the top note, the 5th fret there on the high E string, then the 8th fret on the B, and then the 7th fret on the G, bent up a whole step. Then we do kind of the same lick we did before. So that's the same to that point, but then we just kind of change how we go down just a little bit. We play 5-7 instead of sliding 5 to 7 like that. We just play 5-7, and then we have the same little lick that got us all the way down to the 5th fret there on the low E string earlier. But instead of going, this time we go. So basically, as soon as you get down to that 5, you go back up, 3rd fret on the 5th string, slide 5 to 7 on the A string, hammer 5-7 on the D string, 5 on the G, and then back to 7 on the G. So we have this. You're going to end it there with that 5 on the G, pre-bend, release, pull off to 7, and kind of hammer on that 7th fret on the D string kind of lightly. So all together. All right, next phrase. So that's kind of whole step bend at the 15th again. Pick it a few times when it's bent, and then slide from 12 to 14 on the G, then 13, 15 on the B. Now to pick that slight bend and release and pull off at the end to that 13th fret. All right, now we switch to the bridge pickup. All right, and you get a kind of a bright, snappy sound. All right, so that's 7th on the D string, 5-7 on the G. Bend it up and pick it a few times. Then bend it again there. Then grab the 8th fret on the B to the 6th fret on the B. Alright, now we have it's gonna hammer 6 to 8, pull back off to 6, pull off to 5, back to 6, and then pick it again. Kind of picks it twice when it comes back. And then we do one more lick, which is just 5. After you've kind of held this note a little bit, hammer 5 to 6, pull back off to 5 on the B, 7 on the G, back to 5 on the B. Then you can end that little lick there with a whole step bend at the 7th fret on the G. Sorry. Alright, and you're going to end the solo. That's just 7 on the D, 5, 7 on the G. Whole step bend, kind of a bend and release. Back to the 5th fret, pull off, and back to 7th. And we're going to end it with a pull off from 5 to 4. And then, after a slight pause, you hammer back on that 5th fret. Alright, so it's a gorgeous solo. It's kind of hard to do with a backing track because the backing track has no rhythm. It's just all synths with no feel. But so you kind of need a keyboard player to play along with you as a chords change. But it's beautiful. It's really well done. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like this enough, maybe we'll tackle the rest of the song. All right, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.